great. You look great.
Thank you. I gotta say, I want to say that this show, unlike it, well, it's very different. I love doing this show because it's fun and it's loose. But people don't understand that there is. I think this show has less rules than most of the other shows. It does, right?
Yes, I hope so.
The moment it starts from the monologue and the way the rabbit speaks.
Well, the rabbit, that's, you can't.
I know, even though you're bleeping, people at home could read his lips.
Yeah,
But the thing is that there's a lot of decisions you make on this show that you don't have to make on others. First of all, producer came backstage. This is not a joke. Producer came backstage and gave me a list to choose the color of mug I would like.
They've got to have something to do.
What show would you like, a red mug or a green mug? You notice I have no... Oh, I did get a mug. I didn't ask for that. That's not the color I ordered.
No, that's the color we give people that don't choose a color. We give them blue.
Because I'm colorblind. Don't
Are you colorblind?
I am too.
How many fingers am I holding up?
Yellow!
Yeah!
And then, the last thing she said before I went out, and if you give me rules, I don't want...
What's the rule? What's the rule?
Make sure that your eye contact is always with Craig. Who the hell am I talking to? Who else?
Do they say that?
They said that.
So I don't want to... Hey,
I don't want her. Why is that an issue? Like, why is that? I've never been told
it's as much as an issue as eating a pepper is a talent. It's not really a thing. It's just something on TV.
I know, but the thing is, have you had this problem? Because I've been here before and I've never been told that. Did you have, it's like Marty Feldman died. Was that a problem? Remember Marty Feldman?
He had the googly eye?
Yes, so he had a wandering eye. So if you have somebody with a wandering eye, then it's a problem. Otherwise, I don't see it's a problem. It's a good day for... I've been having a rough day. You know what?
No, please. Whoa. You know what? You know what they're doing? They're saying, please. Howie, that's it. That bit's over. Move on. Do another bit. Do another thing, Howie. That's not working.
Remember, don't look directly at me. And I'm talking to the people...
Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me.
I'm talking to the people at home.
Take your clothes off.
Isn't that weird, though? Think about that. There are people, thousands of strangers. I would imagine you have thousands of viewers at home. At home.
You wise ass.
But there's people lying in their underpants just watching us talk. Isn't that...
That's the only reason I do the job, man.
Really?
I love it.
Oh, my...
Hi, you guys.
I feel uncomfortable now. They really are. They're just...
Yeah, no, it's all right. Hey,
I'm wearing Miracle socks. I just bought...
Let me see them.
I bought the socks, and on the box it said Miracle socks.
What can you...
I'm going to try to turn that into wine.
Yeah. You're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong.
Wait.
All right.
Can't rush a miracle.
Hey,
see, I can't do miracle and look directly. I got to look. All
right, yeah, that'll do. All right. Okay. There you go. Hey, you don't have any laces in your shoes there, buddy.
I don't have laces. You know that. That's my...
oh, that's another one of your things.
That's my OCD. Because they fall on the floor. They fall... I don't touch that. I won't even touch my own testicles. I've reached a point in my career where I have other people to do that.
Can you fix me up with some of that? Because I find I'm touching mine every day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's kind of like an addiction. I think I need other people to touch them for me.
Oh, you don't have a ball handler?
No.
You don't have that?
Well, define that. Someone who touches them or who handles them. I have someone who represents them.
You have a...
Right.
Really?
Craig's balls will be available to, appear at your charity function for a price.
When you were talking about bedazzling your balls, I was just staring at this. I was staring at that thing.
That's what happened. That was the one I did.
Really?
Yeah.
You put it on a pedestal.
You know your testicles, do you?
I do know my testicles.
Right. Well, I don't know. You don't touch them anymore.
We hang out each and every day.
Right. You know what? Do you have one hanging lower than the other?
No, one forward and one back.
Wow. Do you find you walk in circles a lot?
You know, as a kid, I don't know if you had this in Scotland. Did you have, maybe I talked about this on the show. Did you ever have silly putty? Do you know what silly putty is?
Oh, yes, of course. Yeah,
so silly putty, what you used to do is you used to take the Sunday comics and you could put the silly putty on the Sunday comics and it would come off there. Yeah. Well, when I was a kid, my parents wouldn't buy me silly putty, so I used to do it with my own testicles.
Oh,
and
yes.
Do
you still have...
I've got Beetle Bailey right there. I'm telling you.
Very nice.
Yeah. You know what? You laugh now, but I bet you everybody's going to go home and try. There's guys getting out of bed right now. There are people getting out of bed going, honey, get me the comic strips. I got to...
I don't know. I've only got one left. That one's there. I don't want to risk the other one by pressing it against comic
No, but it's
strips.
funny, little comic strips.
So you're
jokes.
saying to me you've pressed your testicles against comics earlier in your life?
Comic strips.
Ah!
Yes.
Did you really eat that red hot pepper?
I did.
Yeah,
You know why?
Why?
Because I'm an idiot. Yes.
That doesn't make you an idiot.
I didn't think, you know, I have severe, besides OCD, I have ADHD too. And part of ADHD, people talk about not being able to, look at the horse. No, anyway, but a big problem is you don't think.
You see what he did? You see what I did? What he did was the people with ADHD, they have this thing where they...
Anyway,
Yeah.
I don't think of the ramifications of things. So I do things, and then I don't.
That makes you a good comic, though. That makes you a good comedian. You go out there and
But I
you
get in
do
a lot
stuff.
of trouble.
Well, that's what makes you a good comedian, too. You're going to get...
Yeah, because I don't think about what I'm
and
gonna
that
say.
makes you a great comedian.
Thank you.
You don't need to think or worry about your actions.
Now I'm thinking about not thinking and worrying.
I think you worry too much. You right there, you
I'm
did it,
worried-
and you
no,
didn't look me in the eye. I'm worried
sorry.
about that.
I am worried. This is like a really bad
have no
psychiatric
idea.
session. I go to them a lot, and I'm gonna just.
Are you
pass it
you in
tonight.
therapy?
Yes.
Let's
well,
take a
not
break.
in the moment.
No, oh, yes, you are.
I am.
Yeah.
I am.
We'll take a break, and when we come back, I'll
Right.
be your therapist, and we'll do some therapy.
All right.
When we come back.
Go play some live.
A little better. He's working. I got him up the chimneys. He's fine. Welcome back, everybody. I'm here with Howie Mandel, who's my patient, because now what we're going to do is we're going to do some
Okay.
therapy. Like, you know how Jimmy Fallon does beer pong?
Okay.
Right, well, it's going to be like beer pong, except there's no beer, there's no pong, it's me and you, and it's a psychiatric session.
Are you
And
being serious?
Absolutely. I'm your
because
therapist.
I do this like 3 times
I
a
do
week.
too. Okay.
Are you medicated? No, I am.
I don't think it's appropriate that you ask me that as your therapist. Let me ask you, are you medicated?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yes, I am.
So what happened to you? Why are you afraid? Were you attacked by a germ when you were young?
You know, that's not it's a true story.
You were attacked by a germ?
I was.
What kind
no,
of
you know, OCD is a chemical imbalance, and I have that. But they've traced it back to a trigger. You want to hear this is a real trigger that triggered me.
Trigger is a different type of horse.
When I was a little boy, this is not a funny story. When I was a little boy, my parents took me to the beach, and I got bit by a sandfly.
They're horrible.
Well, I've never even seen one, but I was told that I was bit by one, and then I got these, it looked like mosquito bites all over my body, and then I'd scratch them. They were itchy. I would scratch it, and then it would move under my skin. It laid its eggs, its larva, in me. So I had all this crap just crawling around under my skin, and from that, I think I was traumatized. From that time on, everything I touch feels kind of ooky. Now, what I've done is I've been able to take a late-night fun crowd and just freak them out and bring them down to nothing. So that sandfly is still affecting not only me, but everyone.
But here's the thing. I was never bitten by a sandfly ever in my life. I never once have any problem with sandfly or touching things. I'll touch anything you got. But I can still take a fun late-night crowd and bring them down.
Can you do that?
Every damn night.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the beauty of you. That's your niche.
That's my thing. That's when they come to write the history of late night, they'll say, and that guy, he could really sadden you up.
Right. But you know what? But now I'm a happy guy because there's nothing has laid in me. Nothing has laid any eggs in me. I've got nothing
That we
in
know
me.
of, Howie.
I've got nothing
that
in me.
we know of.
I don't even have a hamster in me. What are the stories?
Howie Mandel, everybody. We gotta go.